Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Set to kick off.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
Let's go. If you know, you know. If you know about the club, the trap. So it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought
the All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go. Check 26, check 26. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Sprung. Hey, check it. Hey, 66.
Now a run with Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And they've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Brady's pass.
John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7. Steelers 0. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That would complete to D.D. Westbrook.
Jackson.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That's good. We're up.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the
10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
Jackson.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And that will be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The tackle by
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Cook, the ball carrier. Trent Murphy made the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers nothing.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They run with Hunt. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
28-yard line.
On the run, this is Hunt. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
He was taken down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On 2nd and 9, Brady under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st down, Denver.
On 1st down, Cook. In on the stop, it was Tavarius Moore.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. is caught. Touchdown, Denver. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
5-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Vinatieri set to kick off.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
45, 45, 45. Check. 19 line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
The quarterback,
Bobby Wagner, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
Check 45 to Mike. All day, baby. All day. 19. 10. Mike, 45.
They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now Brady. That'll be complete to Cook. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Let's go.
He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. That
one 28 yards on the ground. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Brissett. And that's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now Jackson on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Check, 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 check. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. Hey, check Mike 45. Go sweep. It's a party now. It's a party now. 79 Broncos.
Jackson now. Being chased at Jackson, hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead there.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Back now in Pittsburgh, it's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Running for it, here's Cook, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run, Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 43 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
At the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Kareem.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 47-yard line.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
That's good.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
45. Mike, 45. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 45. Check. Lucky.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Down right around the 25. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Brady going to throw here. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Brady now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.